How y'all doing? It's Cash Brother Cedric GMT Williams. Yeah. So real quick, you guys, I know Facebook doing this thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and hop into this training real quick on the W4, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is a viewer's discretion. This is not a professional video. You probably hear noise in the background. You probably see me dig a booger. You probably see my kids running here and throw a cup or a bottle upside my head. So I'm just throwing it out there, man, so you won't be surprised and shocked when all this take place and all this happen. But you know what I'm saying? Listen, as long as I get this message across, right? All right, because I ain't got no mask on. It ain't Halloween yet, so I can't be nothing but myself. Real life, real situations, Got kids, right? So check this out. I know a lot of you guys are just getting started, probably have no clue to what's going on, probably don't know nothing about the income shift. You probably just seen, I want that $200 to $500 and it's free. I'm in. Let me sign up. Let me get that link. And shout out to everybody who took action and not really knowing what it is, but took action because it was free. And then I'm gonna sign up and then learn and figure everything out. Those are the people I like, man. See, don't ask a million questions and you ain't even in the business yet. Get in the business, then ask the question. So, hey, I'm gonna go and do this thing, man. I got about 30 people that hopped on real quick. So, let's go. Let's get it. So check this out, you guys. I hope y'all taking notes. This is a live video, so you'll be able to rewind it, re-listen to it. And like I said, this is the W4 form simplified. You know what I'm saying? It's different cases, different scenarios out there, but in this particular scenario, I'm gonna take I'm gonna give you a character named Bob. Bob is single, no kids, make about $40,000 a year on his job. Okay, so y'all know I got my green marker because it represents money, right? So y'all know how I do. I got the paper in front of me. Let's get it. Class is in session, all right? So, okay. You got Bob, right? Meet my friend Bob. Okay, Bob works a job. He makes about I'm gonna say 50,000 annually. 50,000 a year, right? On his job. Bob is single. No kids. Bob is single with no kids, right? So taxes, you guys, federal taxes is anywhere from 28 to 33%. So in this case, we're just gonna take 30%. We're gonna charge Bob 30% of his $50,000. So that's about $15,000 in taxes that they taking out a year, 15,000, right? So that means Bob is really only seeing about what? 35K. And he really not really seeing this because he also got a 401k and all that good stuff, right? So 35K, right? No kids, single, he's getting taxed, right? So check this out. On this W4 form, you guys, like I said, everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is different, you guys. So I don't know if y'all can really see it, but I'm gonna walk y'all through it step by step on this first page. So before I get into that, let's see where your refund come from, because I seen a comment today and people just be talking, don't know what they talking about. So this came straight from the Internal Revenue, IRS.gov, big refund, big tax bill. Updated April 29, 2005. So this is not new information. This information is old, you guys. You see this? Updated April 29, 2005. Okay. So first, some refund facts. Federal tax refunds to individuals total more than $215 billion last year. Facts. More than 101 million taxpayers got refunds. That's 80%. Facts, right? 80%. Y'all take notes now. Average refund was about $2,126. These are all facts, you guys. Statistics, numbers, everything, right? This is what I want y'all to pay attention to right here. This sentence right here. You see this? Where does your refund come from? Somebody help me read now. Where does your refund come from? Let's see where your refund come from. It comes from your wallet or purse. What? Wait a minute. Read that again. I'm not making this stuff up, y'all. Where does your refund come from? It comes from your wallet or purse. That's where it comes from. See, they up here said 80% of the people overpaid on their taxes. Right? So, let's go to the next sentence. When you tell your employer, meaning your job, how much to withhold from your paycheck, or you make an estimated tax payment, for the average refund, that's about $40 a week too much. Meaning 80% of the people are filling out their W-4 form incorrectly, which causing them to pay extra taxes, extra money out of their paychecks. On average, $40 too much a week. So hold on, $40 a week. That's $80 every 2 weeks. That's what, $160 a month. I don't know about y'all, but $160, that's a car insurance, a cell phone, or car insurance, or something, right? It probably go down in here. It probably go down. What up, CJ? Yeah. We nappy head. Yeah. They go, hey, well, I told y'all it's gonna go down, but listen. So y'all see where your refund come from, right? Think about it. Your refund. Hold on, let me wipe this lens off. No, don't tell me to shut up, man. Okay. So hold on. Why is it blurry? Hold on, y'all go back in there for a minute. Cause I'm educating and breaking some stuff down right now. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Okay, there we go. So that's all I want. That's all I want y'all to see, man. Where your refund come from? You know, all y'all think y'all your refund basically come from overpaying on your taxes. And also, you know, the child credit and tax credit and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and hop into it, man, because I got a lot of people on here. So you just getting into the business, you guys. I'm about to teach you how to income shift, right? So right here is your W-4 form. And let's see, the purpose of this form: complete the W-4 so that your employer can withhold the correct federal income tax from your pay. Consider completing a new W-4 each year when your personal or financial situation changes. So all you guys that's been working out here for 10 years and 15 years, how many times have you went and changed your W-4? You can read on here, it say do it every year, right? So for the people who's just getting started in MyEcon, guess what? Your financial situation has changed because you're no longer an employee. You're now considered a business owner. You're no longer an employee. You're now considered a business owner. And like I said, you guys, as an employee, you pay anywhere from 28 to 33% of your income to taxes. But when you sign up for your free MyEcon business, you now only have to pay anywhere from 18 to 23%. So ask yourself this: would you rather continue being an employee paying 28 to 33%, or would you rather transition to a business owner and pay 18 to 23%? Of course, a business owner. But the problem is, most people think in order to be a business owner, you got to go get an office space or a building or EIN or LLC or business plan or a loan from a bank or employees. You ain't got to do all that. All you got to do is get started in MyEcon. Right now it's free, but I don't care if it was still $199. It's still worth it, and I'm gonna show you why. All right, so going back over here to the W-4 form. Let's go through this first sheet because all it take you is reading. That's all you have to do is read, right? This first sheet. It's a line A. It's a enter one for yourself if no one can claim you as a dependent. All right, so remember, in this instance, I'm Bob. 50K a year, single, no kids, right? I'm Bob. So I'm gonna put a 1, right? No one can file me as a dependent. I'm claiming my own taxes. Mama, I'm over 18. I'm over 18. I'm good. I don't need you filing me as a dependent no more, okay? All right. So let's go to B. If you are single and have only one job, or I really could stop right there because that one right there applies to me. But, you know, for all the viewers out here and for training purposes, I'm going to go through whatever option fits you. That's what you do. All right. So we're going to enter 1 if you are single and have only one job, or you are married, only one job, and your spouse does not work, or your wages from a second job or spouse wages or the total of both are $1,500 or less. I'm not married, you guys, so in this option A applies to me. I'm single with only one job, so what? I'm gonna put a 1, right? Let's go to the next one. C. Enter 1 for your spouse. Keep in mind, I'm not married, so off top, I know that's going to be a 0, but I'm still going to go through for people that are married, okay? Enter 1 for your spouse, but you may choose to enter 0 if you are married and have a working spouse or more than one job. Enter 0 may help you to avoid too little taxes being withheld, all right? So keep in mind, you guys, I'm not married. I don't have a spouse. So off top, I'm going to put a 0. So if you are married, you know, and this thing apply to you, just read directions, all right? Okay, D. It's a enter number of dependents other than your spouse or yourself you will claim on your tax return. So what this means is if you're claiming kids on your return, you have to be claiming them on your return. You're going to enter 1 or however many dependents you have. That's what you're going to put on line D. But again, in this case, I'm single with no kids, so I don't have any kids. See, most people think this form is about kids and dependents. It's not. It's called allowances, because I done seen people put 5 and 4 and stuff on line D and ain't got a child. All right. So let's go to where we at on line E, right? It say enter 1 if you will file head of the household on your tax return. See conditions under head of the household above. I'm not going to read all these conditions, but head of the household right here. Go up there and look and see what qualifies as head of the household. Because most people, you cannot be single with no kids and file head of the household. You gotta have a dependent to even file head of the household, okay? So keep in mind, I'm single with no kids, so I cannot file head of the household. So that's what? A 0. Another 0. All right, now we go on to F. All right, let's read F. It say enter 1 if you have at least $2,000 of child or dependent care expenses for which you plan to claim a credit. Keep in mind, you guys, I don't have any kids, but for the ones who do have kids out there, basically if you got $2,000 in expenses that you pay on your kids, like daycare and other things of that nature, and it totals up to $2,000, then that applies to you. But if you don't, then just put a 0. In this case, I don't. All right, 0. Okay, we going on to G. This is really important because this confuses a lot of people, but I'm going to break it down for y'all even though I don't got no kids, all right, in this example. Okay, so child tax credit, include an additional child tax credit, all right? So let's see, let's just fast forward right here to the bullet point. If your total income will be less than $70,000, $100,000 if married, enter 2 for each eligible child, then less 1 if you have, hold on, okay, because I'm reading through the phone, it threw me off. Then less 1 if you have 2 or 4 eligible children, or less 2 if you have 5 or more eligible children. So basically they're saying for each qualified dependent that you have, it say enter 2 for each child that you have, right? If it's 2 or more, subtract 1 from the total number. So for example, if I got 3 dependents, right? It told me to enter 2, the number 2 for each qualifying child. So that's a total of 6, right? And then it said if it's 2 or more kids, subtract 1. So basically I'll be subtracting 1 from the number 6, and I'll be putting 5 on G. But keep in mind, I'm single and I don't have no kids. So that's a 0. Right? So in other words, if you meet these qualifications like me, if you single, no kids, pretty much your total number is going to be a 2. Because line H, it says add lines A through G up. In this case, let's count. 1, 2. I have 2 allowances, not 2 dependents, not 2 exemptions, not I have 2 allowances, you guys. And guess what? They're gonna tax me to death. I made $50,000, no kids, single. You see that? They're gonna tax me to death. So what I'm saying is, if you single, if you got 1 kid, all that, man, you can't afford not to have this business. You can't afford not to have this business. So my total allowance is a 2, right? So normally, as an employee, this is my total allowance, a 2. So normally, I will go down here, fill out my little information, my name, last name, address, single, and all that good stuff. And I'll put the total number right here, which is a 2 on line 5, right? That's why I normally put the 2 on line 5. Line 6 asks you, do you want any more money taken out of your check? No, I do not. Line 7 asks you, do you want to file exempt? That's the wrong thing to do. Filing exempt is the wrong thing to do. But I don't blame you, because that's what we was brought up and taught on. File exempt for half of the year, and around tax season, change it back. And that's why you get audited, because that's illegal to do. You filing exempt half of the year and then switching it back at the end of tax season, that's illegal. That's why you get red flagged. That's why you get audited by the IRS. So I'm going to show you how to do it the right way. All right. So in this example, Bob, right? This is Bob's situation. His total allowance is a 2. And then Ced come along on Facebook, right? And introduce Bob to the income shifting strategy, right? So Bob was like, okay, I can use that extra $200 to $500 every month on my current job because they taxing me to death, right? I'm like, cool, Bob. Bob signs up and said, okay, I'm in. I'm ready to do this income shift, right? And this is what I explained to Bob, right? So now that Bob joins MyEcon and becomes a business owner, right? Bob is now a business owner. So that means this second sheet of the W4 form is accessible to Bob. It's called a Deductions and Adjustment Worksheet. Oh man, hold on, y'all. Where the other paperwork at? Go get the other paperwork. Give me 1 second, y'all. It be going down over here. It be going down over here. Look, y'all see this? Y'all remember going to school and they be like, my dog chewed up my work and all that, man. Man, my kids tore up my work, man. It's okay though. It's okay. But let me get back to this video. All right. So listen. So now that Bob has become a business owner, right? Bob is open to this second sheet of the W4 form. It's called a Deductions and Adjustment Worksheet. And I'm gonna this y'all. I've been in network marketing for about 4 years now. You know what I'm saying? And I remember working a job and having a home-based business at the same time, but never did I know there was a second sheet to a W4 form. Or if I did see it, I didn't have no clue what it was for. I didn't know nothing about it. So what I'm saying is, yeah, you probably can do this with any business. But the problem is these companies don't even teach you this basic stuff. You should be mad. They don't teach you this basic stuff. And don't think if you're in another company, you just watching this simple strategy that you really know what's going on, because you still don't know what's going on. This is just one strategy. Basic. This is basic. That's why I'm giving it to you for free. Because, you know, there's some people out there try to downplay this opportunity like they really smart and know what they talking about. If you already knew it, you already be doing it. So you ain't doing it, so you didn't know it. So, yeah. Getting back to it. So I'm not going to read this thing line by line. My goal is just to show you guys the shortcut to get you started. You know, I'm not going to go line by line. If you want to, you can read it. But I'm going to give y'all the shortcut. So basically, this form is saying, what are your estimated amount of business deductions for the year, right? It's just an estimated amount. And I'm going to tell you guys a secret. The average person would have at least $20,000 in deduction. At least $20,000. And your deductions come from things like your gas mileage, your kids, your travel, your entertainment, your utilities, you know, and things of that nature. It comes from, you know, business deductions, right? So the average person will have at least $20,000 in deductions. So basically, all this sheet is saying, this is just a worksheet. You don't have to turn this into your employer. You don't have to turn this into your job. This is just a worksheet, a formula to help you calculate your allowances. So I'm going to tell you the shortcut. Basically, this sheet is saying right here, for every $4,050 in deductions, that equals one allowance. For every $4,050 in business deductions, that equals one allowance. So in this example, let's say $20,000 in deduction. Basically, how many times 4,000 go into 20,000? 5 times, right? 4,000 going to 20,000 5 times. So what that means is now that you're a business owner and you income shift, you're now able to add 5 more allowances on top of your current allowance. So what we're going to do is go on this front sheet. Hold on, because this man, look at him. He done got stuck behind the printer. Y'all see what I go through? Y'all see this? He done got stuck behind the printer. Get from back there, man. So what this means is you're now able to add 5 more allowances on top of your current allowance, which was a 2, right? So now instead of me putting a 2 right here on line 5, what I put? I put a 7. I put a 7. And do you guys know the difference?